Hi there! It's time for Storytime with Jupi-chan. Tonight's story is about a man named Bob. There once was a man named Bob. He loved his wife very, very much. One day, he and his wife Norma had a baby. They named their baby Michael. Michael was a rather strange name for the kid, considering it was a girl. But that's not really important. One day, all three of them went to the grocery store to buy a jar of preserves. Why it took all three of them to go to the store and buy a jar of preserves, I have absolutely no idea. Especially since Michael was a baby and not really of legal age to make a transaction, but I digress. 3 years later, Michael was 3 years older, thus she was older than 2, and old enough to consider having her parents force her to go to school, which was compulsory anyways, which means she had to go whether she liked it or not. But really, it didn't matter because Michael enjoyed going to school. She loved it so much, she wanted to marry it. But, really, how can you marry a building? It's not as if it's her cousin. Marrying her school? That'd just be creepy. Michael's favorite activity at school was recess. This school, in the leftmost side of Philadelphia, where Michael was born and grew up, she loved to spend time on the playground. She spent as much time there as possible. Her favorite game was basketball. But one day, she got into a fight. Her mom, who had little to do with this other than being her mom, was frightened. And rather than get the proper authorities involved, she sent young Michael to live with her sister and brother-in-law in the lovely city of Bel Air. This has been a Jupi-chan production.